Hey everyone, welcome back to Inkmattic, the personal finance blog and YouTube channel. Remember to check out inkmattic.com where we post on the weekly new articles and reviews. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for the algorithm. This is episode 56 of the Trading 212 Portfolio Update series. There are a lot of things that I want to go through in this video, and it will cover portfolio overview, new pie that I've added to the portfolio and what's in that pie, stocks I've sold, stocks I've bought and why, dividends I've received and expected dividends that I'm expecting to receive soon. If you haven't signed up to Trading 212 yet, you can use the link in the description. You will both get a free share when you use it and sign up. Deposit £1 into your account and we'll get a free share worth up to £100 each. It really helps us out when you use our referral links. Additional referral links are in the description if you want to check them out as well. So yeah, let's get started. So looking at the portfolio overview right now, as you can see, it is now at £10,427.60p. I've invested £9,616.59p. Returns at the moment is a whopping £811.01p. That's 8.43% in the green. That is roughly about double what it was last week. So the markets have continued to do really well. Really happy with that. If we look at the last week, it has been kind of like a rocky upward kind of trend. So, you know, last week we were at 4.31%. That's £404, but we're now at 8.43%. So, you know, absolutely thrilled that we're starting to see some gains and really happy with that. You know, it is a long-term view. I hope you guys are seeing the same kind of results. So we're going to move into the new pie that I've added. I did mention this on Twitter. And if you're not following us there, you can follow us at Inkmattic. So that's twitter.com/Inkmattic. So yeah, let's dive into the pies right now. I'll give you an update on the existing pie anyway. So I've got the Auto Invest pie, which is the first pie that I've set up, and I haven't actually renamed it or anything like that. So I've invested £189.06p. I'm up £19.64p. That's 10.39% in the green. It's doing really well, and it's long-term kind of outlook for this. I've got two shares, IUSA, which is at £108.16p. I'm up at 3.92%, and Alphabet Class A, I'm up 18.31%, which is £100.54p invested. So overall, these two stocks are really good, and you know, I'm going to continue to add to these as and when I can on a regular basis. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results of that, and it's up 10.39% overall. You know, can't really complain with that, and that's a good return. Moving on to the newest pie that I've created, which is big tech. Current value is at £13. I've invested in £13.20p. I am down 1.52%. I've got two shares, Apple. The reason I've invested in Apple is mainly because of the M1 chip, and I think that's going to, you know, be a huge income stream for Apple and kind of revitalize the Mac and make it have its own USP, because it's become very similar to Windows over the last few years, and it's going to give that uniqueness. And especially the M1 chip itself, even though it's an entry level, it has been performing really well and kind of outpacing the other Intel chips that Apple is using. So I think overall it is going to be a huge game changer. For me, I personally hate Macs. However, I'm actually considering on getting one of these, as you know, you can edit 4K footage in Final Cut, and it seems to be like it's performing quite well. In terms of Nvidia, I've got £12.51p invested in this, and for Nvidia, I think it's going to be a huge game changer for them, especially that Apple have started making their ARM chips. And I think, you know, it is definitely they're definitely gonna complement each other, and the fact that, you know, Apple is making those ARM chips, and potentially other companies like Microsoft will be looking into creating their own chips, because I think it's going to be driving the industry forward. And the fact that using x86 chips on laptops isn't very power efficient, and moving to this ARM architecture seems like a win, to be honest. And I'm really interested to see what the next few years holds for ARM chips on laptops and how they optimize for that. So I think that's going to be key. I do actually have one whole share of Apple, which isn't in the pie, so bear that in mind. Moving on to stocks that I've sold. So as you may already know, that I've closed a few positions already. Last week you saw that I closed DS Smith. This week I have closed BT. So with BT, it has been kind of a difficult one to close, to be honest. Oh, that's not Bitcoin. BT. Here we go. So with BT, I did have 330 shares and I closed them around 124, 125. My average price was around £1.34, so it was about a 7% loss, I'd say. The reason why I've closed BT was that they've paused their dividend, and in terms of growth, they're not doing that great. And I'm kind of thinking there is definitely going to be, an extended period of lockdown, and, COVID's not going anywhere for at least another 6 to 12 months. So I think BT is going to suffer, and we may see their lows again around £1. So if there is, I may buy into it again, but I think it was a good time to get out and invest my money into another stock. I have made some changes to my free trade portfolio, which you can see the last one up here, and there'll be a new one coming out soon, but I'm not going to mention it in this one. And let's move on to buys now. So I've been buying quite a few stocks recently, and the first one I've been adding to my position, which is Main Street Capital. So with Main Street Capital, let's load that up. Main Street Capital. With Main Street Capital, it's at $31.17. I've got 27.5 shares, which is roughly valued at £644.65. I'm down £11.06. That's 1.69%. My average price is at $31.43. So a little bit lower, a little bit higher than the current price right now. So I'm not too worried about it. It is going to be a long-term stock for me, and it is a monthly dividend payer, so I should be seeing around $4 to $5 come in every month. So it's something to keep reinvesting in. Another stock that I've added, which is Realty Income. So with Realty Income, I now have 14 shares. I believe I had 12 last time in the last week's update. So I've added 2 more to this. Currently at £636 total value. I am down £11.05. That's 1.71%. Again, average price is at $59.95. So again, it's a long-term stock, monthly dividend, and I think this should be coming in around $3 a month, so it's not too bad. With Alibaba, it has been quite a weird week, to be honest. It did see a drop, so I purchased 0.3 shares of Alibaba this week. So around $258 is the average price for that. But I purchased it, so I've got a total of 2 shares again. Returns at the moment, I'm up at £78.32. That's 23.8% in the green. My average price is at $211. So with Alibaba, I purchased it just because I saw a dip, and I've seen it go to around 310. So I think, potentially that can hit 310 again, and maybe even more. But the only thing that's kind of concerning me right now is, the blocked Ant Group IPO essentially, and that was supposed to be dubbed, the largest IPO ever in the world. But yeah, that's kind of an interesting one. I think in the long run, Alibaba is going to do great, to be honest. Let's be real about that. So yeah, that's pretty much Alibaba itself. Moving on to the next stock. And the last stock that I've added to the portfolio, it's another BDC company, and it's Ares Capital, if I can get the ticker right, ARCC. So with Ares Capital, like I said, it is another BDC similar to Main Street Capital. However, the industries that they're in are slightly different. I've been looking at this stock for a while and thinking about getting into it. I probably should have done it earlier, but when it was around $13, $14. But I did get on to it at quite a pricey stage, but I'm pretty happy with where I got it. I do think it's going to go a lot higher. Well, I say a lot higher, maybe at least like 10-20% in the next year or so. But anyway, I've got 3 shares. I'm down 13p, that's 0.36%. My average price is at $16.16. According to Trading 212, they are paying a 10.28% yield. I believe they're going X in the next month or 2, so something to look out for. And they pay a quarterly dividend, so obviously you've got that US income tax dividend tax, I think it's called, which is not great, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this stock. I'm going to be adding to this alongside my Main Street Capital stock, which I've added in quite a lot this week, and I basically added to this one as I had some spare cash from the sale of BT shares this week. And moving on to dividends that I've received this week, so let's head over to Main Street again. Is a dividend that I've received, so let's go to history. So with Main Street, I've had dividend come through for 16 shares that I held at the time it went X. That's 17 cents per share, which kind of converts to £2.11. So pretty happy with that. I think, you know, it is a good monthly dividend. And since I've added an additional 7 or 8 shares, this should have increased quite a bit for next month anyway. The other stock that I've had a dividend for, obviously, you know, it's another monthly one, which is Realty Income. So I actually have this stock in both the Trading 212 portfolio and my stake portfolio. If you haven't seen that, link is on screen now and in the description to watch the latest video, I guess. So yeah, with this, my dividend that I received on this platform, let's find out what it was. Dividend, here we go. So I had 11 shares at the time it went X, and it paid 20 cents per share, which amounted to £1.66. So, you know, pretty happy with that, and it's quite a good monthly dividend as well. So you know you're expecting that, and you kind of anticipate it's going to come in every month. So I'm trying to build up some of these stocks with the sale of that BT stock that I've closed this week. So I think overall that is pretty good. I am actually expecting a dividend to come in next week, which is obviously Energy Transfer. You know I love this stock, ENERGY Transfer. So yeah, with this stock, it has actually seen quite a bit of a gain over the last few days, I'd say. So if we look on the week, it is actually up 13.62%, so you can't really complain. I've got 430 shares, that's £156 and 3p. I'm down 7.36%. Take it what it is. I am expecting around a $60 dividend, and I'm actually thinking I may reinvest it into Energy Transfer and just wait for the next payout to come through, because I think, well, I guess if it drops below $6, you know, if it drops below $5.80, I'll definitely buy it. If not, then I'm probably invest it into something else. At the moment, I quite like the price of Main Street or even Realty Income, so those two are definitely hot on my list right now. I'd love to know what you guys think about Energy Transfer and some of the investments that I've made or changes that I've made this week. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this video. It really does help this channel grow. And if you want to get 3 free stocks, link is in the description. Don't forget, Trading 212, you'll get a free share worth up to £100. Well, we both will when you sign up and deposit £1. You can also, if you're from the US, you can sign up to Webull. You'll get 4 free stocks when you sign up and deposit $100 into your account. So yeah, links are all in the description, and don't forget to check out Inkmattic.com. See you in the next one.